Apologies, guys. You've missed the start of this one, but we have had an absolute blinder of a start. Look at this free kick from Victor Malejo. Oh my goodness me. I just thought I'd give it a hit and see what would happen, and it is rocketed into the back of the net. 2 minutes into this game against Granada, the first game after the end of the transfer window, and we are 1-0 up already. Ghani plays it infield to Arbia, who moves it across to Sommer. Out to Willems. Brings the ball forward, plays it infield to Galoppo, who finds Shibazaki beside him. Into Malejo, back to Shibazaki. Ghani. Gonna find one. Cross in, and very nearly a goal there. Just the wrong side of the upright. Ghani finding space for the cross. And Longo just missing. A promising start here for Deportivo. Tono caught offside. It's going to be called back for a free kick for Deportivo. It's very tight, but just about the right decision. So yep, the transfer window has closed, and apart from a couple of outs, there's nothing really to talk about. We did sign a Brazilian midfielder from the youth team. He's a box-to-box Brazilian midfield player. He basically was signed because he's better than the player that we sold already. Cross into the box. Momo underneath it, can't get anything on it at all. And Tono comes away with it, but only until Malejo is able to tackle. Here's Herrera in the middle of the park, plays it out left to Gonalon. Played forward, nicely knocked down. Tono on the ball now. Shibazaki's doing his best to hold off Gonalon. Oh, lucky there. Suicidal defending from Deportivo. And here's Willems on the break, and he knocks one forward. Longo, unfortunate, did a really good job of chesting it down, but just couldn't get control of the ball. Ball down the centre, gets a little bit of joy for Granada, and they play one out to the far right here. If he can get this ball, no, it just runs out. Just a little bit too much pepper on that one. And Jimenez knocks the ball out to Willems on the left hand side. He finds Galoppo central. Ball down the centre to Longo, into Momo. Willems overlapping on the left-hand side. It's like his old times at Newcastle. Momo picks up the loose ball. Knocks it central. Shibazaki. Oh, he's put it in the back of the net. It's 2-0. Gaku Shibazaki with an absolute rip snorter of a shot from outside the area. Low and hard, and most importantly, accurate. One touch to set himself up, and then bang, in it goes, bottom corner of the net. Goalkeeper never really had much chance. Although it would have helped if he hadn't have been unsighted by his players and moved late. A brilliant goal by Shibazaki. And just going to show that this team isn't a one-man team at all. It has many players who can contribute to the success. Now I have, for this match, I actually thought I'd experiment by abandoning fluid formation. And do you know what? We're actually playing better. So I think the problem was that the in possession formation actually had our fullbacks listed as wide midfielders, and the problem with that was that our attacking fullbacks instruction was then being completely wasted. So having us set up like this, where we are basically playing with 5 at the back at all times, but we do have the attacking fullbacks instruction on, means that we're not wasting that attacking threat down the wings. Here's Malejo, turns his man, whips one in. Momo can't get the header down, but it's lovely play. And this is more like the teams that we know of. Lothar Matthäus down the wing, passing inside where possible, otherwise whipping dangerous balls into the box for the strikers to get on top of. Momo AGT, I mean, he's named after a company. Willems showing some interest and winning the ball. Brilliant from the Dutchman. After a slow start, he's starting to bed in, and he's benefiting from them playing a system that suits him. Longo just can't hold on to it. It's a shame, but it's understandable. He had the attentions, the sole attentions of one defender, and he was worried about the defenders around him after that as well. Oh, it's a chance. And he's somehow put it wide, the Granada player. But at half-time, it's Deportivo 2, Granada 0. Do not adjust your sets. Deportivo have taken a 2-0 lead for the first time under the tutelage of their new manager. Those stats make for good reading, but the most heartening thing is the fact that we've had 4 shots, 2 on target, and both of the shots on target have found their way into the back of the net. No more profligacy from this side, at least not for this 90 minutes. That's good from Momo, tracking down, putting pressure on the man. What's interesting is that you can only see... Oh dear. Galoppo played into trouble there. Couldn't see Malejo up front, and in fact he's tracking back a lot. Good on him. He's a hard worker. Oh, that's brilliant from Willems. And away they come with Momo. And he's got Longo inside of him if he can find him. And he can. And there's a man left over. No, there isn't. Sorry, I've completely bollocks that one up. I saw the blue shorts in the corner of my eye and I thought, oh, teammate. And that wasn't the case. Can Willems win the ball? He can. Willems. What is it about left backs and our saves? Iago, Willems, all fantastic defenders, brilliantly able to win the ball in one-on-one situations and launch counter-attacks from that deep left position. Good defending. He's just knocked off his pace there. I thought Willems had scuppered the move, but in fact the extra pace on the ball forced the Granada player to put it out of play for a throw-in. Oh, it's very nearly a third goal. Longo is really unfortunate today. He's had 2 shots and both of them have gone either side of the 2 posts. Surely sooner rather than later, he's going to put one in the back of the net. Thumping header. And Longo picks it up. Vallejo. Shot. And a good save. Fluid interchange between the players here. Midfielder playing the 1-2 and just launching himself into the area. So Jetro Willems will take the corner here. Oh, attempted overhead kick. Didn't really come off for him. Shibazaki, and it's well wide. A hint of R2 about that shot, trying to bend it into the corner from long range. Just didn't really happen. And I'll tell you what, if Longo had continued his run across, he might have intercepted that ball. Willems back inside for Momo. Longo, he'll stay on the ball. Willems right-footed, not his strongest foot. And Vallejo was trying to get back to tackle the man there. He's shown such willing. That's not a bad ball if he can stop it from going out of play, and he can. Can he find the cross? No, he can't. Degani really excellent in winning the ball. Nice little back heel. Played across. Willems didn't have the legs to get onto it. Nice idea though. There's going to be some substitutions made here. I'd love to get Willems some rest, but I don't have an out-and-out left-back option on the bench. We could play Javi Montero there, and in fact he's a very good option at left-back. He's actually rated better than Willems, so he can play there. Even though he's on a red arrow, it will at least give him some rest. De Silva gets another chance up front, and Victor Malejo, who has been man of the match for me, is coming off for Stefan Jovanovic for these last few minutes. Let's see if any of these players can make an impression and potentially force their way into first team reckoning. And I thought immediately we were going to concede. That would be absolutely typical. The only times that we ever make wholesale changes, we seem to concede very quickly thereafter. A bit of a mental block on my part, perhaps. Jimenez going to knock it out to Javi Montero. His manager loves using that out ball. Sommer to Peru, who was subject to a £9 million bid during the transfer window. Arbia to Peru again. Despite having a near-on unpronounceable name, he's a very good player. Aziz out to Vico. Oh, that's bad. That's very bad. It's embarrassing. But they recover well. They do concede a corner, but it's better than conceding a goal. Pajal on the ball is going to swing one out. And the goalkeeper does a very good job of saving it. Ivanovic chases after, wins the ball, but gives away a free kick. Of course he does. Only rated 58, Stephen Ivanovic. And how we haven't conceded a goal, I do not know. But what I do know is that this is a famous victory for Deportivo versus Granada. It's 2-0 thanks to, frankly, one of the best free kicks I've ever scored, just purely for the distance that it was taken at. Like, I have, and you guys have seen plenty of free kicks that have gone in the back of the net thanks to players in the past. But this one is something special. The absolute power and the distance it covers, it's a thing of beauty. When it works out well for you, it works out well for you. So there we go, a 2-0 victory, and not the episode that I was thinking of bringing you, but when I scored that early free kick, I just had to bring you guys in, and finally, we have ourselves a win on the channel. It took a while, but I'm very happy that you guys could be here to see this, and that will be it for another episode. Before you leave, however, just confirming that Victor Malejo getting the man of the match performance there, and also confirming that we are back up to 8th, but still 10 points behind the promotion places. Let's have a quick look at the players that we signed during this transfer window. They are all youth team players. We don't have the money or the wages to be going out and buying actual real players. But we do have some new players in the team, and they add a little bit of balance to the squad. First of all, René, who is not the proprietor of a French cafe in World War II France. No, he is in fact a left back who is rapid and also is not brilliant defensively, but we can work on that. We can absolutely work on that. He's 65 ball winning. It's better than nothing. And William Arau, who is a Brazilian defensive midfielder, described as a box-to-box midfielder, and he is pretty okay. He's better than what we had, and he gives us options. So nothing that's going to set the world on fire at the moment, but I think both of those players could develop into decent squad players. And that is it for today's episode. As I said, thank you very much for watching. I'm very happy that you guys could finally see us winning a match, despite the fact that it's not the first one that we've won, but you can thank corrupted data files for that. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.